What's going on, everybody? Welcome to No Cap High School Football Show. Yours truly, Will I Am in the building with Will. And we have the Don. What's going on, Don? How you doing, sir?
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's high school football is back, and we are excited. Let's go.
Yeah, we are. What's going on, T Rock?
Nothing much, man. Chilling with my fellas one more again, drinking some libations this time, though.
Libation.
Libations, Lord Jesus. Thirsty Thursday. Thirsty
That it is.
Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. It's all good, though. It's much love, much
Trying to
respect.
stay hydrated.
Got a lot of games, you know what I'm saying, that's going down. So, like I said, different formats. So we'll go ahead and see what we need to do, kind of quickly. But first off, I want to go ahead and thank the sponsors: My Beer Company, In Touch Therapy, Dr. Dion Woods. If you want to be a part of that, go ahead and message. We get everybody together, have a little fun, all that. Have your logo and do some other stuff poll wise for you. Make sure you get your business out. Actually, we got a game that actually today that's rocking
No.
and rolling today. I don't even know if there's been any updates on this one. Shawnee, why y'all try to do that, man? Shawnee Iroquois try to slip it on a Thursday. Come on, man, keep it on Friday. I understand. You know, might want to get stuff over with. Very interesting to see how this is going to play out anyway, but goodness gracious. I don't even know. Donnie, you see any updates on this? Is Frakes out there? Anybody out there? I hope so.
Is anybody there? That's the question. Is
Iroquois,
anybody there?
definitely Iroquois. I don't know what the deal is with that one, but I am definitely want to see Coach Crum. He might say Crum. I want to see how his shiny Golden Eagles do their thing this year. Very interested in that. We had the AD on here, so we got our eyes peeled on that and see how they perform. Uh, First game of the season. Let's get that out the way and see, and we'll come back once we see because it should be a final score. Be rolling on through with that. So you know
Yeah.
how that is, and that's going to be coming pretty soon. So we're just going to go on
Right.
to the next one. Keep on moving. Y'all know how we do. It's a lot of games. We want to make sure we get a lot of things covered. Atherton at Central Harding, 7:30 tomorrow, Friday. Very interesting. Uh, Atherton is loaded. They got some transfers. They already had some guys come back. Coaching staff is elite. Uh, Very interesting to see what's going on with this one at Central Hardin. So they had a scrimmage against Boyle County. The champions, even though we know they lost some of their top players, and I heard it ended 0-0. So want to see how this plays out. After this, hey, they loaded, man. Is it their year? We gonna find out. Is it their year? I don't know, but we
Mm.
gonna find out. Central Hardin, had some good seasons and things like that. So I don't know, man. You guys can chime in, jump in anytime y'all want to. If you got some stats or whatever you want to throw out there before we go to the next kind of question about this game, I don't mind. Just go ahead and do what you do. I don't know. I see Don flipping through that big old library librarian book, the librarian book that he has. I mean, it seemed like he may have something up his sleeve. And like I said, you could go ahead and throw them stats or whatever you want before we go to the next thing regarding this game.
I mean, really ain't no stats I'm throwing out. I'm just looking at how much they bringing back, and then the plus the transfers.
All
But
right.
to me, they're looking at Coach Nino over there. Hey, it's Kroger Field or bust. That's what they're stating because they're looking. Three. They've been knocked out for the past two seasons in the third round. So they like, hey, it's Kroger or bust or nothing. I mean, they say they talented enough to get there. So let's see what they're gonna do.
Yeah. You don't
Better.
say those kind of things if you ain't got no talent.
You damn right.
Did they say that or did Don say that? I mean,
No,
every school, really.
that's
Let's be
right.
real. Let's be real.
That's coming from the coach. That's
Well,
coming from the coach.
I know Coach Nino. And, and,
Right.
and, and he's absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? Coach Bryson, all those guys, Coach Giddings. That should be. That should
Right.
be. Let's load it up and let's rock and roll. But it should be about 100 coaches that say that. Now it's about few of you guys
Should be.
don't go Kroger. Y'all might be going to Pick Pack, but that's okay. That's okay.
Food Lion.
5 for 5, man. 5 for 25. 5 for
JC's.
25. Yeah. And that's all right. That's okay. We're good
Yeah,
with that. It happens, right? We're Gucci.
yeah.
But
Every coach
he
has
needs
that
to say that.
aspiration.
Yeah, he needs to
Right.
say that.
No doubt. No doubt.
And he loaded up. I mean, we know that. He loaded up big time. So, yeah. I mean, thank you for that quote. I don't know if it's the quote of the year, but, thank you for that quote. Thank you for that
You
quote.
just started. I'm sure we're gonna get some gems as it goes.
Yes, sir. So, speaking of that, man, how can the Ravens duplicate 2024, especially with the loss of Michael Curry? Who is replacing him? To me, that stands out. Mr. Curry was Mr. Do-All, 10,000 yards rushing type stuff. I mean, he was that offense. Don't get me wrong, they're very talented, had a lot, and still have some talent. But how do you replace that? And it's going to become. It's going. My cousin, it's up to you as the offensive coordinator, Coach Bryson. What you got in store? And I know you probably gonna see this, so this is going after you. This is the question: what's this offense gonna look like? I'm intrigued. I am. Like I said, Don just ripped off how many return starters and transfers and things like that. What you gonna do? We got to see this. I mean, it's gonna be different. And I mean, they might have a stud. I don't know. I don't know. Don throwing out gems. He might know who the running back is. They might have a stud already back there. But we gonna see. We gonna see.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean that's your boy Grundy back there. Grundy's gonna be back there, and since Curry's left, so he's gonna have to lead the backfield. So like I said, that offense was 8 returning starters. Can they, like you said, can they get back to where they left off and make that next leap?
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, if you bring it back people, then you bring it in people. You do it by committee. Well, I'm not saying running back by committee. I'm just saying everybody involved, right? You have to make up for what you lost and gain in other places too. So that should be what they should do. And I don't know if, again, like you said, they could have a stud back there for all we know. You know what I mean? But you got to make it up in other places too. Where did you lack last year?
Right.
Did you get stronger?
What the passing game looking like?
Yeah.
Feature that. You know what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
you get all these athletes, because Mr. Hobbs and them did both ways at Cal. You got a top 40 sophomore on the roster or something, sophomore, junior, whatever, Aiken, whatever grade he's in. So, these are athletes. So we gonna see. What he say, Don? It's what? It's Krogering.
It's Krogering or bust. So hey,
Okay.
like I said, they ain't looking to go to Win Dixie. They ain't looking to go to Pick Pack.
Well, if you go to
I
Win
mean-
Dixie, you going somewhere else.
Hey, they might look to up their game where they going to Publix. So hey, let's do this.
Well,
Hey.
you better have that charge card ready.
Yeah, but
Them ain't no Kroger prices.
Mm-mm.
They ain't no Kroger prices.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy.
All right, real quick, because like we got 1,000. Buy and sell. Ravens will win 10 games. They won 10 games last year. Would they go ahead and duplicate that at least, basically? So buy or sell. And you look at that schedule. I'm gonna say it real quick. Keep up with me, folks. Central Hardin away, Sutter at home, Mercy Counter at Elvis Johnson Field. So that's I think Woodford. DuPont Manual at home, Eastern at home, Fern Creek away, Butler home, Seneca home, Iroquois away, North Hardin away. 10 games? Buy or sell, Don?
You know what? 10 games is like they pretty much going undefeated through the season. So I'm gonna give them. I'm selling it because I'm gonna give them 9 wins.
All
Let's
right.
go with that.
T-Rock.
I'm selling too because I figured 9 to 8 because they either North Oldham or Manual Might slide in there on them, but other than that, yeah, I'm selling.
Man, I'm with you. I'm with you, Ravens. They gonna win. I'm buying it. And we ain't talking about this. Ain't talking about this regular season. This is talking about for the season. So I'm buying. They're gonna win at least 2-3 games in the playoffs. They stack. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
buy that. Yeah. It's a
Okay.
season, guys. It's
Uh,
a season. Don't
I
worry.
didn't
It's a
think.
season.
Okay, you did say season.
Yeah,
Okay.
the playoffs. It's all good. It's all good. Moving right
I'm
along.
talking about playoffs.
Now playoffs. Playoffs. Doss at Southern. Coach Hatchett and damn right. Southern. This right here. This is what we're gonna get, Southern. We've been waiting. We actually have a lot of parents that really, make sure we keep up with you guys. Make sure that to get to show Southern some love, the Trojans and things like that. But what you gonna do on this field? That's the key. You got Coach Mandeville against Hatchet. It's almost like Coach Hatchet been I think 4 years. So for Southern, I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen. We know it's a lot of questions with that. And Don, if you got anything you want to break down stats, go ahead. Or T Rock before we go to them.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I mean, I'm just go ahead. Go ahead, T Rock.
No, no, no. I was just going. My here's my analysis. Southern has been the unfortunate school to be in a difficult region. Um, I hope, and I'm saying that they are able to, I'm saying, gain some ground, but it's going to be very hard for them to do so.
Go ahead, Don.
I mean, myself, you got Southern. They got to find their quarterback. That's it for me. That's their key thing. They got to find who's going to be their quarterback, and then with two running backs that they looking at right now, and a transfer from PRP, as in Whiteside. Ooh, they their schedule and what they looking at. Ooh, like I said, they need to find who they are to go out once they go out there on their field.
You can throw out someone being a 6A versus 4A. This is 6A, 4A. It doesn't even matter. It used to matter. It used to matter a
Mm-hmm.
lot. It used to matter a lot.
A whole lot.
But that's when you only had like 4 divisions. Now they got 1,000 divisions, and these schools go back and forth, big time. You see them in 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
The mayor just let us
Got an
know.
update.
Mayor just let
Got
us
an
know.
update.
The mayor just called in, basically to us and said Shawnee won that game. So, Mayor, go ahead and drop that score whenever you get a chance. But glad to see Shawnee Golden Eagles go ahead and get that
The
victory.
one is
So,
Shawnee with
let's
the
go. Let's
right
go.
over
Let's go.
500.
Let's go. Speaking of let's go, let's go. Will Doss be one dimensional? We know Mr. I think it was Robinson, the running back,
Mm-hmm.
lecture
Yeah.
that it did everything for them. Will they be one dimensional? For their sake, I hope not. I hope not. There are some good teams in that 4A, and you want to go ahead and keep them off balance. It's a must. It's a must that you go ahead and develop all that stuff big time.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, Don.
Well, one thing, you got Dawson's young too. Dawson's young, but they do have a big offensive line. Their offensive line, they weigh heavy up there. But they just returning two offensive starters on defense and offense. So that does not help them at all. So if that young team can develop through the season, maybe they get better. But they're going to have to get out that one dimension as in they was like mainly last year. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully they can spread the ball and make some plays that way.
Must.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, one can only hope they're not one dimension because uh, being a young team kind of forces you to do some of the things that you have to do in order just to compete, right?
Right.
Uh, so But the bad side of that is if you do run the ball, say they're a running team, right? Teams are going to
Right.
know this. So you got to put people in a good position. So let's just, but it's always hard for a young team in high school. You know what I'm saying? There's always a maturation process. So
Yeah. This, and then you're very fortunate to have a star player like you had last year. You don't have him, and you might have a
Right.
stud, or hopefully you got more than one stud. And you're not going to get away with that, like you did. But we'll see. We'll see how the Southern gain confidence. This is, it's you've been losing, and this goes back with T. Rock is saying, and it's other schools just like them, stuck in a district that you really have no chance in hell, basically. Unless you got a strong freshman class that play 3 years after that together, and you can come through it. So my thing is about confidence, man. How do you get the players out there after that, okay, bro, we ain't won in years, like
Yeah.
years, and we like 2 wins last year or 3 wins or whatever it was. I mean that, and that's gonna fall on coach. Gonna have to get them together. He's gonna have to get them together. I don't know how that looks. Good luck with that one. Um,
mm-hmm.
like the Don said, when you look at the schedule, and like T Rock, it's no, real quick, Dawes, Atherton, Valley, Seneca, DeSales, Danville, Mayo, Bullet East, Fern Creek, Jtown.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. For
Yeah,
the
and for the sake of gaining confidence, I'm not saying to gain confidence for any team you have to win. I feel like in Southern's case is how you lose, right? If you can compete,
is
so
that
to speak, right?
you say don't get beat like 55 or 54-3?
Exactly. It's about competing, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can compete, then that could just give you confidence. Hey, what I'm saying, we only lost a touchdown to, Jtown or whoever,
Right,
right?
right.
That gains confidence, right? Because
True,
then your coach that's something your coach can speak to.
true. Gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with T Rock right there. Just like he said though. I mean, you got to get at least go out there and compete. I mean, hell, get an early win in somewhere, sneaker wins. Get a win that they don't supposed to get, or make some
Well,
turnovers. Do
you
something that you're out there fighting out there that
let's
build that
let's be
gain
real.
confidence for the next game.
Let's be real. You have to win tomorrow.
Yep.
That schedule don't get
Yeah.
any easier.
No,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
You gotta take care of home. You gotta take care of home. Get that, and then let it roll. Let it roll. Cause whoo, goodness gracious, yeah, that schedule. Jeez, man, this might be the game
Game of the
of the
week.
week. And they always do this, and that's why I love that. I love that Coach Dansley and them, man. They don't shy away from that competition. They will play
Mm-mm.
anybody. They do not care. This game was supposed to be at Manual, but their field's not done. Like some other school. I know, and things like that. I don't know who was in charge of that committee, but
Man,
yeah, can't drop the ball. Can't drop the ball. But anyway,
that's
man,
good.
your plays. Yeah, man, your plays. Central. This is goody, man. This is goody. Central's it's a young team. I'm put that because we got something else on there as far as questions. They're a young team. Manual, they one team that to me I don't even think they getting the respect they deserve when you got a lot of key parts returning from Manual, bro. It's gonna be it's tough. And this game right here is gonna they got a chip on their shoulder. They didn't finish the season like they wanted to. They was ranked
Mhm.
high and got knocked out. They mad and they did lose some very good players, but they have some very good players back. And my goodness, 7:30. If you can get down there, get that good old. Hey, wait a minute. What's supposed to be like 80
Mm-mm.
degrees?
No.
It's supposed to be
Yeah.
like 80 degrees. So hey, hopefully they got that fish, that new fresh grease rolling and get served for that fish plate, that fish sandwich with some hot sauce.
Yes,
Something.
sir.
something. Hey, you better get it because hey man, if that score gets kind of crazy, they might shut their concession stand down kind of early. So you might want to go get that. I don't know. Don, what you
Run out
got?
of fish.
Yeah,
Very
quickly.
possible, very possible. But see, I think one of the best things, we got Manning returning those players. One of the best thing they got going on is they have 4 offensive linemen returning also with
Yes,
that.
sir.
So, that's a big thing. They got 8 total returning for the offense.
Mm.
So I'm looking at,
Ooh.
hey, if Matt can stay healthy, keep, in that backfield, produce like they know they can, hey, it's going to be a good one. It should be
How
at
many they
least
got? How
another good
many?
year for me.
I'm not even concerned with their offense. It's one thing I am concerned of, and I'll bring it up shortly. How many do they have returning on their defense?
I didn't write that in my notes.
Man, it ain't all about offense, baby. Especially in high school.
It
You
is
got the
very true. We know
you
that
got the whole water. You got to slow some people down. If you can't, it ain't gonna make a difference.
because, like you said, one thing it ain't about offense because when they was in the playoffs, they was up 38-3 and let Sayre come all the way back and
Yeah.
win it and get knocked out. So it tells you need that defense come playoff time.
Yes, you do. T Rock.
This is a litmus test game, right? See where where you stand, where each team stands. Um, Here's the thing, Manual, and yeah, I remember talking about them a lot last season, but they were kind of low key wet. You know what I'm saying? Good, but nobody put them up there. Obviously, other than the polls, I don't think. I think they were. I don't think they probably get the praise that they probably should have got. But obviously, hell, you get into the playoffs, they lose, Mel loses, Saint X loses. You know what I mean? They're just like, you got all this stuff going on. But this game in particular, man, like you said, man, Central, they don't duck smoke. Iron sharpens iron. Let's see where we at. You're going up against a pretty good team, pretty big team, returning players. Let's see where we're at. This is going to be a good one. I want a fish sandwich.
You better get there early. You better get
All right.
you better get there early, bro. You better get there early. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, because that's gonna be something. Yeah, you better get there real early.
Break out the
Yes,
chair,
sir.
sit out in front.
Do something. Speaking of best, well, man, you have the best running attack in 502 behind Pellman. My guy Jerry on and Mac. This should be a no brainer. Just because uh, 4 returning linemen and Pellman is no joke. And had the opportunity to interview him a couple of months ago, and it's a very smart guy. He knows what he's doing. Uh, we need Jerry on to stay healthy. If he has a season like last year when he had some injury, had an injury bug, that's gonna hurt. And really, so to me, yes, they can. They
Hmm.
should with that big offensive lineman. Trying to, but my thing with this, because this is the manual loaded part of it, I need to see passing because I'm loading the box because we know Mac runs.
Hmm.
I'm gonna need you to pass because that's the only way that they gonna beat some of these other high powered teams. And like I said, in that defense, of course, is gonna have to get together and make sure they can hold water when they need to hold water. But Mac is gonna be it, man. We know he was young and he rocked and rolled, did what he had to do, but we gonna see. We gonna see.
We
What you got,
shall see.
T Rock?
Um, I would agree. I would agree. I mean, you can't bring back for offensive linemen and say, nah, you know what I mean? Yeah, they gotta be all right. No, they're gonna be pretty damn good. I mean, a lot of again, this is one of those situations where really there's no maturation needed. You know what I mean? We know what
Right.
to do. We know what the game plan is. We've been in the system for a while. You know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They're gonna be hard to stop. Now, do they need to pass? Yeah, but you hope that the running game is good enough to where they'll get some folks in the passing game.
Right. Right. Don.
You know it. So, like you said, they definitely I'm looking for him to be right back at it. Like I said, that rush, but like you, like you stated, that passing game is going to have to improve from what it was because Mac is going to have to distribute that ball other than just handing it off.
Right.
And as I didn't say earlier, the defense is returning 5 starters from
5.
last year. So
That's not bad.
I
That's
mean,
not bad.
yeah, I mean, it's a balance, but they still going to have to improve on that defense also because they lost some. I can remember some really good key players off that defense.
Right. Most definitely. Most definitely. Buy or sell. Dang, we still on, man. 10 wins. Central, South Warren, Frederick Douglass, Atherton, Cooper, Bullet East, St. X, PRP, North Hardin, Mayo. This is including
Mm.
playoffs. For everybody out there that's watching, this is including playoffs. What you thinking, T
Hmm.
Rock?
Shoot, I got some pretty decent hard games in there. Um, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. If including playoffs, I'm gonna buy it. Again, like I said, they're one of those teams that got put out early and are angry. I'm gonna have a really good run in attack. I'm buying.
Cool. Don.
Yeah, I'm going with probably 10 games. 10 games at that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they can prove me wrong at that, and get more. But 10 games, I'm with that. I'm buying it.
Cool. Let me see. For time purposes, I'm going to go to the next game. But I will say, I do want to say this real quick. Central is the only team I know that can go 5-5 and bring home a state championship because
Iron sharp as iron.
Dancer gets those guys ready. By the end of the season, it's not the same team. We know they lost Cortez Stone, and you got to replace him. They got plenty of talent there. They just young, and like I
They
said,
young.
if it's any coach that can do it, it's Coach Dancer, bar none. It is what it is.
Their
Fern
defense is gonna be
Creek.
better than offense though this year.
Oh yeah. Fern. Well, some of them dudes got to play offense anyway. Fern Creek
Most
at
definitely.
Seneca 7:30. What is the Creek gonna do? What is the Creek gonna do? They've had so much talent go through Fern Creek, but they haven't really sustained it as far as on that field, man. Very interesting to see what they gonna pop off on this one at Seneca. Seneca, who knows? They got a guy who pretty much stole the show for Seneca, so want to see how that plays off. Like I said, if you got only one person, bro, it's kind of hard to win it by
Mm-hmm.
yourself. So we're gonna
Right.
see Fern Creek. This is let's turn the page. Let's get Fern Creek back rocking and rolling. Don, what you think about this game?
Well, with Fern Creek, they're gonna have a lot of players. They lost a lot of players. That's what I meant. Let's go with that. 26
Mm-hmm.
players they lost. They lost 26 a total. So now rather than losing their quarterback, they taking their starting linebacker and tight end from last year and converting him. Now he's the starting running back. I mean the starting quarterback now.
Okay.
So now they also with several running backs down the backfield, and they even got a transfer from Hawaii in now at Fern Creek. So with that said, we're gonna see what they're going to do now with all
Uh,
that movement.
Puka. They got Puka.
they got Tua.
Right.
That's who they got. They got Tua. I hope Tua can ball or whoever converting. But you know what? We seen that real quick before T Rock rocks and roll. Like I said, we got the little clock up her real quick. We seen that happen before. Cal. I mean, the Hodges brothers, all state receiver and everything. I'm not saying this dude is that. Haven't seen him. Not saying it, but we know it can happen.
Yep.
T Rock.
Breed love.
But from what Don said, you know what I'm saying, seems like a whole lot of turnover. You know what I'm saying? A lot of movement, right? We're just gonna have to see how this falls, man. This is gonna be a hard one. me to even call for Fern Creek because again, a lot of movement, a lot of turnover.
Yes, sir. Speaking of that, what we got? What we got? And I'm glad you brought up can the new quarter because they had Passmore last year. Like whoever is the quarterback, it has a lot of lot to prove. Lot to prove. Passmore was a good quarterback, so I don't care if you play tight end or you play whatever. Let's go. So that running game has to be elite. That running game has to be elite to go ahead and get them together. T Rock.
Again, with as far as you said, like you said, it has to be elite. Too much turnover. I don't know. I don't know if it will.
Cool. Don.
I mean, and Josh Abel, you got Coach Abel's been able to do quite a bit of things with Fern Creek through the years. So hoping he can make something happen.
Hell of a coach. Hell of a coach. Hell of a coach. We already got that one. Let's go with this one. Who would step up for Seneca to produce like Towns? Towns was their everything. That's what I said. Had the one player. Somebody has to step up for them to go ahead and get to where they need to be. And that's the beauty of Friday nights. It's some players that no one knows. Now the coaches they see them and everything else, but still, just because you practice good don't mean you play good. Some people are practice gangsters. Then they get on that field and
Practice.
they slow mo.
Practice punched.
It's like goodness gracious.
Practice
like,
once.
Where you come from? This ain't the guy I seen all week. I mean, we all been there. It make no difference what sports. It'd be some dudes in practice. Did they get against somebody else? It's like, wait a minute, I ain't even hear his name called all night. So this is gonna be very interesting to see whatever happens, and I hope somebody steps up and come to fruition for Seneca. Don, what you thinking, real quick?
Well, I mean, for that to happen, you got the new quarterback back there now. So they got a quarterback by the last name of Spencer. He was wide receiver last year, so now they switched him over to quarterback this year. So then you got their other threats, Travis Jackson, where now he's going to have to do something, for the combo of both of them together. Now they're going to have to, make some production. So hopefully both of them step up to, put up the numbers for them.
Cool. T Rock, what you
TBD.
think? That's right. Yeah, we're gonna find out a lot. Not even this Friday. We're gonna find out it's gonna take. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 weeks. So no. You absolutely right. You absolutely right on that. Oh, the family, Franklin County at Great Crossing. Don't forget, 6A. They going to 6A. Great Crossing. Is that school that they shaped and molded and got together and done won state championship in basketball, different things like that. So it's also football. Very, this is intriguing to go on the road, do what you got to do. Franklin County has culture, so I'm just intrigued with this game to see how it is with new running back, in that nature. So very intrigued by this game. T Rock.
Well, I am too, because I mean, just looking at briefly looking at the schedule. I mean, first 3 games are away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself is pretty. I found pretty interesting. Um, yeah, I'm not convinced on the Great Crossing team anyway. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's just something that was just kind of felt like it was just thrown together. You know what I mean? They might eventually be good, but
Uh-oh. Oh, we might have a new shirt from a new school. The Don.
That's what I'm like.
Because Great Crossing took some of the best athletes at these other schools. But go ahead, Don.
Right. Because he's mentioning Great Crossing, but what you gotta mention for Great Crossing when you talk about them is their lead running back, Junior Luke Ballard. Hey, that man put up 2,000 yards last year with 27 touchdowns. So Franklin County's gonna have to stop him in this matchup right here. But Franklin County, it's all about that name Collins. So let's see what goes on because hey, we know they play people, and we know they got a schedule ahead of them.
All right. Speaking of that, can the Flyers make it back to Kroger Field? And first of all, it is so hard to get Kroger Field, without a doubt. And some of these schools go on the record. It's not easy. You have to have a little luck there. You got to have the players. You got the coaching. Everybody's got to be one. So can they make it back? Yeah, anything's possible. But it's going to be what we getting out the backfield, how the defense is flying around, all that stuff. The key pieces that we replaced. So can they make it back? Yes, they can. But it is not an easy feat just to go Krogering. Don.
Ooh, this is gonna be hard because yeah, that schedule is not an easy one, and about them losing some pieces, but they still got players we know that from last year and young players coming up. Can they make it back? I don't know. It, dang it. I'm gonna I'm gonna go on the buy and sell it. So I'm gonna just sell it for right now. Sorry, fam, but yeah, it's gonna be a hard road.
T Rock.
Um, it's definitely going to be hard. Out of the 10, just regular season, 6 games are away.
Mm.
That makes it even harder, right?
Right.
Now, what I'm saying. So I feel like, can they make it? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Just from what we witnessed, I'm gonna say yes.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, this is kind of like what you know the Don was talking about. Anyway, he mentioned him. Can Delano Collins be Mr. Football? He is Mr. Everything. He's very athletic. He's defense, offense. This is when you unleash him. They have plenty of talent and have had plenty of talent. And not saying that he has to carry it low, but when you have a special gifted athlete like here, you have to take advantage of his mismatches. So, yes, he can be it. It's going to depend on, of course, his numbers, but they're going to have another great season like they had last year. T Rock.
Absolutely, he can be Mr. Football. Like you said, it's just that coaching, getting them in the right places at the right time.
Don.
Like you said, he definitely can be a contender for it. He can be up there, but it's gonna, the wins, the stats, the numbers, the team, combination of all of it together. So what he can do through the season will determine. But yes, he can definitely be a contender.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's go on. Let's skip that. Let's go with this one. Henry Clay, 6A, going to. Is that going to our peeps?
On our
North
peoples.
North Oldham,
Hooray!
4A.
Hooray!
Ray's gonna try to drop 70 piece on Henry. Hey, do what you do, coach. Let's see it. Do what you do. Henry Clay struggled last year. We know what North Oldham did and has done. Coach Roberts is that guy. They did lose some key pieces, but they still got one of the best, if not the best, receiver in the state. So very
Mm.
interesting matchup. Don.
I mean, no doubt right there. No doubt. North Oldham, we know they like to distribute that ball, and that ball will be in the air. They put up numbers. That's what they do. So we've seen it happen last year. Can they keep on doing it? Of course they can. They returning 7 starters on the offense. So, but one thing they hopefully their defense can from the lack of 4 returning starters on defense. So, of course you can put up numbers, but you're gonna have to stop the other team also.
T Rock.
Oh, yeah, great. Well, as we all know, they have great coaches, right? So, and they have a game plan. They get the players to do what they need to do. No thought them to be dope.
Cool, 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 cool. All right. Y'all know how we like to. Ooh.
Mm.
Hey, for the love of money, for the love of the student athletes. Buy sell Henry Clay would win 2 games. I'm buying it for the love of the student athletes.
I'm
Don.
I'm
I'll
right
buy it.
with
Bye.
you. Yep,
Bye.
I'm right
Bye.
with you. At
Okay.
least 2.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Cool. For our peeps, buy or sell North Oldham will average over 42 points. Buy. I'm buying it. I'm buying it.
Mm,
How bad?
I'm I'm taking a little bit on the under. I'm taking a little bit on the under because yeah, I'm just going a little on the under. I'm selling it.
Coach Roberts, you know who not to let in. He didn't go with us last year anyway, but you know who not to let in.
That's kind of
Yeah.
bad.
Looking at the schedule.
Yeah, yeah. You know who not to let in. I'm just saying.
That's
Yeah.
Last but not least, Colin Daniels, quarterback. Lucas Tompkins, best quarterback receiver duo. Like T Rock says, to be determined pretty much. But hey, they definitely gonna be in the top. I would say they definitely be probably top 10. Could be top 5. Don.
Yeah.
I'm giving them top three. Tell you that right off the top because we've seen what those two can do together on that, and we can go a couple of other schools with some dynamic duos, but we know that they put up numbers. So
T
yeah,
Rock.
top three.
Definitely top. Definitely top five. Definitely top five in my book.
Cool. All right, KCD and Sayre. 7:30. This is another good one. This is another good one. You know, two good programs. Sayre won last year, went undefeated, won the state championship, but they missing some big boys. I don't know. And then KCD is bringing
Hmm.
back some very interesting game. Would like to see how KCD goes to Lex and take care of business, or would they, wither? What the Sayre has, like I said, they lost a lot of key players. So keep your eye on this game. Um, Definitely want to see that come across the screen and see what happened this one. T Rock.
Oh, this ought to be a good one, especially like I said, it's almost Sayers roster flip. So yeah, this ought to be a really good game. KCD. I'm saying slept on. There ain't no slouches.
Don.
Oh, most definitely, because they got 10 returning starters right there, right up the top. So they coming back, and trying to make some things happen with Parker Rudolph. Hey, that man had 1,088 yards last year with 14 touchdowns. So watch out for him.
Hmm. That should be a good one. That should be a good one. We gonna make up some time on this one. Let's make up some time. Lexington Catholic at Ballard. You know what? Let's see. This is show me. This ain't Missouri, but we're gonna see the show me. Lexington Catholic coming to town. Lexington versus the 502. Would Ballard stand up and defend that home turf? We're gonna find out. One of the first ones to have that beautiful turf that they went ahead and bought themselves. A lot of people should have joined that one, but no, I'm intrigued. I want to see how they act. How they play. If they're gonna win. If how it's gonna what style of player they're gonna be doing. This is a very interesting game. And it's the juices flowing. Come on, 502 represent. We'll see. The Don, what you thought? What's your thoughts on this game?
Well, the one thing about Ballard, they young. They're young. They lost four offensive linemen right there. So that really gonna hurt them. So they're gonna have to replace that. They just have five starters back. They're going to have to improve. That defense is definitely going to have to improve because they
Mm.
almost, average points allowed. They almost average 20 points, letting teams score 20. That yeah, you got to get below that to make sure you win every time, every game. So, and then from this game into the next, it doesn't get no easier.
T Rock, what's your thoughts?
Ballard's going into the Lions Den as a young team. It's going to be very hard for them to to rep, so to speak. So we shall see.
Mm. Okay. Ooh-wee. He said we shall see on that one. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, we got another quarterback and receiver connection with Irvin and wide receiver Thompson. What's this going to look like? It, Thompson's one of the veterans when they have. Uh, he has to ball, and Irvin has to ball. Both of them, it's for real. And think about it is Ballard has a lot of talent that walks through them hallways. So I know that they had to reload the youth movement, but there's some players there they're gonna have to lean on Irvin and Thompson till everybody catches up. So let me flip this real quick. Um, What you think about their duo, Irvin and Thompson? Don.
I mean, most definitely we seen what they can do last year. I think Urban's going to have to probably, I wouldn't say improve, but they're going to have to grow together, as in trying to get Ballard, as in at least a winning record for them, because it's not going to be easy with the young team. So yeah, both of them have to, take some leadership under them.
Right, right, right. T Rock.
I think they can lead the team pretty well. I think they'll be okay. Uh, just not make that the whole thing for this team.
Gotcha. 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 All right. All right. We moving right along, moving right along. Woo, boy, this used to bring chills. Male at Butler, supposed to be Butler at Male. Another field is not done. Uh, man, it was just something that used to,
And
you
another
know,
one.
playing and another one. Uh, Going against the little brother, if you want to say, traditional school. It used to get you hyped, big time. Butler has
Absolutely.
been struggling. They done had many coaches that come through there. I don't know. We'll see. Mel's young. Mel, I think he got like 5 defensive starters and 3 offense. You know what I'm saying? But that's another school that they do them hallways. Some athletes are there, but they gonna have to show up. One of the guys who was been on the show, Mr. Burton, he's still out. And dude, him on anybody's offense makes you a contender. Who's gonna step up? Coach P, you was on there. You was talking about some stuff, but before I go ahead and get you on here for your comments, uh, Don, go ahead and throw some stuff out there, Mel Butler, because I'm going to definitely put
I
Coach
mean,
P out there.
like you said, well, Wolf has stated that it um, ain't too many running backs he's coached better than Burton. So if that said enough, it's going to be hard to replace him. But you're going to have that. Theron Davidson's going to have to step up and replace him most definitely. He's going to have to put a lot on his back. You know they. They just returning like 3 starters from the offense. So, they gonna be, as we said, they're gonna be young. So hey, hopefully that offensive line can protect, you know, what's your boy? The
Jordan.
can't think Williams.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Right. So hey, Mel's gonna have a lot right there.
T Rock.
Mel's another team with an axe to grind after taking an early exit last year. So you best believe they're going to come out and play some good football.
Chip is on the shoulders. We got, there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of players you don't know. Christian said it on the show, Christian White. It's some guys on there. They got some studs, some young studs. And, Mr. Jefferson is going to do what he does, receiver and safety. Uh, Mr. Ron, uh, speed. He get on the outside, he's gone. Like I said, my whole thing is like, what are we gonna get with Butler? I'm not worried about Mel. I mean, they're young, like you said, T Rock, Chip, on the shoulder, all that kind of stuff. I want to see what's going on in Butler. Butler used to have some solid teams, big time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big time. So nephews on there, Mark's son's on there, playing receiver, Demarcus Watkins. So we would see what the deal is. 6'1" receiver. So hey, it's your time to shine. Hey, this is how you earn it. When you play teams that's got that, get that respect, this is when you show. Nephew, you got to show out. But the Bulldogs, we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see the youth movement. And what's scary for that, I want to see that offensive line.
Yeah, one
You
return
know,
Yeah.
starter on the
one
offensive line.
returning starter. That right there, Georgie, who was on here, George, who was on me, George, who was on the show. That's hopefully you got some. Like I said, Mel's another school. They got the dudes walking the hallways, or got the juniors that you didn't see play, or sophomores. So everybody's got to step up. You just got to step up. Real quick before we go to the next one, our first 60 piece. Coach P said we might put 60 piece on them.
Mm.
What?
Talking all
Mm.
that jazz.
What?
Woo!
What?
We love it. Keep them gems coming, cause we gonna put that on. Hey, we don't care. Talk it. Where you at, Butler coaches? Get on here. What you got to say? 60 piece?
Mm.
Woo. Mm. Oh wow. That's we gonna move right along on that one. That's kind of a little nasty. More
A lot.
nasty. Out the gate.
Damn.
First game of the season, we're gonna put 6 piece. Uh
God,
more.
dog.
Coach McKay, my guy at Spencer County. He has continued to um, elevate this school. You know what I'm saying? His school, his former school, well coached. You know, that he's done ahead. You remember last year, he had to replace a lot of good players, and they still performed well. So I'm just intrigued to see that. And we know Spencer County is about running. They smash mouth football. What's that's gonna look like? Yeah, they ain't gonna pass a lot, but they gonna run it. So I'm very key. And I love going on the road. I love these teams that's going on the road. Let's see it. Let's rock and roll with that one. So intrigued with that. The Don, what's your thoughts on this more at Spencer County?
I mean, they. The one thing about Moore, as I read along, they're gonna have several, and I mean several guys playing both sides of the ball. With their quarterback down, or well, Martin Hines. They call him their Swiss Army knife, so they're gonna have him all over the field. So let's see. I just need them to stay healthy, and if they playing both, how is that going to be done? How they're going to be able to get through that, because that's doing a lot for. You got to see.
Well, real quick, who's laughing on my pause this real quick. Pause. You know who's laughing? Everybody's that's in 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A. Because most of those players play both ways. They ain't got the numbers. And
Uh-huh.
the athletes, even back in the day, Mel used to have everybody was going, both ways. Hell, even when Redmond first came, he made people go both ways. So the dog days of August get you ready. You know what I'm saying? That heat, the July. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. And he probably had a lot that did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the nature of the beast. The numbers are small. T Rock.
Yeah, Spencer County, like you said, but they had a pretty decent season last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of, again, one of those under the radar things, and then more having to go there, drive out to Taylorsville. It's going business. It's not gonna be a cakewalk. That's for sure.
Mm-mm. No. That's tough. That's really tough. Let's do a buy sell for that. Buy or sell. Mustangs will win 8 games. T Rock.
Oh,
You got Spencer County,
yes.
Frankfurt. Okay, you got a yes. You got a buy. He's got a buy.
Bye.
Don, what you thinking?
Ooh, well, I'm giving them. Oh man.
Yes, kind of.
Uh, I'm giving them very. I'm sorry, Coach McKay, but y'all gonna come maybe a win away from 8. I'm gonna give them a win away from 8.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because, like you said, it's 10 regular season games. You gotta hope you make it to the playoff, and then you gotta hope you win some games. Uh,
Right.
it is gonna be tough. I'm looking at like 7-4, something like that, or 8-3. Hey, cause he's on the show, I'm buying it. Go ahead, Mustangs. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I'll go ahead and buy
Bad
that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you be the bad guy, bro. I'm gonna let you be the bad guy. Yes,
I
sir.
thought I said it kind of to
Nah,
myself.
everybody heard that, boy. This stuff is
Yes, sir.
this stuff is mic'd up. Owensboro at Saint Xavier. Hey, talking about a team who had a disappointing like hell. The thing beginning of the season or something, they was like ranked number 1 or something like that. Everybody just knew that Saint Xavier was going to take care of business, break Trinity's threshold, all that kind of stuff, and loaded. And guess what? They loaded again. They stay loaded. That's just how it goes. I don't care
Yep.
what kind of eye you mad at them or not. It's about 3 to 4 schools that stay loaded as far as talent. It is what it is. And we know that St. X is definitely one of them. Owensboro comes to travel. What they can do, we're going to see Hampton running back. Let's see what
Mm-hmm.
Bush, Kirsten Bush is going to do against Hampton. One of
Yeah.
the top linebackers in the state versus probably the best running back in the state. Let's go. I'm all for that. And it's going to be on TV in case you want to see it. WHAS Plus. It is. What it going to be? T-Rock, what your thoughts?
Yes, sir. Yeah, shameless plug. Yeah, I'm all about it. Saint X, like you said, is always loaded. And again, that's another one of those teams that got bounced.
Yeah.
Definitely another chip on that shoulder. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They ain't a whole lot of playing. They're gonna come with the ruckus.
He better.
So so yeah, this ought to be a good one still though.
Yeah. The Don. And no, go ahead. Go ahead and wave at us because I don't know if we're gonna say
Yeah, Miss Wilcox.
yeah, hey Miss Wilcox, you done stiff the wheel show and all this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna show you a real stiff arm. But go ahead, Don.
Hey, but I'm gonna call it right now. Forget it. Before I say anything about Saint X, I'm calling it right now. Saint X is going all the way. I'm predicting them
You know
because of
that
what
was
they
gonna be a
got.
part of the show at the end, but thank you.
Oh, my bad. I stepped ahead. My bad.
I was stepping on the pot.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
No, but really, I'm looking at how it is though. Well, with Saint X, everything they bring it back and everything. What they got. But one thing about it, their schedule definitely doesn't come. It's not easy at all. So that's gonna be one thing. Their schedule's not easy.
Nor should it be.
It never should
Damn
be.
right.
Nor should
Yeah.
it be. Big time. Let's see. Ooh. And this is not even this is the game. This is not even about the game. In case you have not seen Evan Hampton, he is a monster. He's tough. So will it be stopped? It ain't even about this game. Like what is over and under? We'll do over and under with Evan as the running back. 1,800 yards rushing over and under the dime.
Mm. I'm going. Hey, this man's gonna probably top two. As in, I mean, 2K, no doubt. So it's gonna be, yeah. It's
So you saying
definitely
T
gonna
over?
be
Rock, yeah, he said over. T Rock,
Over.
yeah, I'm saying way over. Yeah, it's definitely that. It's way over, big time. Little extra. And Don, here you go. There you go. Can't tremble. The quarterback leads St. X to Kroger. We already got your answer. The Don, we got your answer. You're good. You said they going all the way. T Rock.
I mean, I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, I'm not gonna be as bold as the Don and say, you know what I'm saying, they going to the moon all the way. You know what I mean?
Alex, so take it to
Take it to
They're
the
going
moon.
all the way. But you know what I mean? They have as good a chance as any other we're gonna say good teams.
Right.
And so yeah, absolutely.
Can they? Yeah, but the thing about it is we seen this last year. They had just as much talent last year than this year. It's all about matchups. It's all about if you're gonna bring it. So can it? Yeah, but being a betting man, I don't know if I'm putting. I'm not all my chips are all not all in. Let me just put it that way. It's another
Winner
team.
skipper.
It's another team that wears green. I'm just saying.
Doing it for the skipper.
I'm just saying. Pikeville at Cal. Very interesting right here. Cal, boy, Cal must feel like first of all, Cal's loaded still. They got talent, all this stuff like this. But they lost a lot of talent. A lot of the talent transfers, college. if they go ahead and go Krogering, somebody need to go ahead and get Cantwell a college job. Get him on the staff because, like I said, man, he talking about picking players off the team, and we're not talking about weak players. We're talking about players who was like all state, honorable mention all state, top 40 players, dudes who you knew who's been starting linebackers for forever, but they keep on winning. This is going to be, if they go ahead and win, this is going to be their hardest win yet because you're replacing the quarterback again. I mean, do you have another Hodge? A brother, is another Hodge brother on the team over? Because if it is, put him at the quarterback. I'm just saying. Put him at quarterback. Put him at quarterback. You can't lose. T-Rock, what's your thoughts on Pikeville at Cal? Which Pikeville, all they do is win, win, win too. About 1,000 championships.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. So Cal would be what if we'll just say if they would be their third or fourth one in a row.
Third in a row.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, this is a game of winners, right? Hunter gonna have these boys playing. This is gonna be a good game as well. This is gonna be a really good game. This is gonna be a chess game because you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's always the first game of the season.
Right. Don.
I mean, the one thing about Cal, they did lose quite a bit, and with several transfers dipping out, and the Hodge, yeah, that name is gone right now. So with 9 returning starters on offense, but they going into the season having 3 players battle for the starting quarterback position. So once I think we're going to find out how good Cal is and what they can do and produce right here on the first game and what they got. So, like I said, they looking to go right back, and they got several D1 positions on their team. So they got the players, but they're gonna have the quarterback, and Cantwell does a fantastic job out there. So hey, we shall see.
Yeah, they got the players. But you still lost a lot of other players that are great. Hell, nephews at IMG balling.
IMG now
balling. You lost difference makers.
Yeah, impactful players, big time. You right about that. Let's go on and get this out the way. I'm gonna take that. Ain't what I want. Let's go this one. Boom. Buy or sell Pikeville. Let's do the Pikeville. They was sluggish last year. They wasn't good, but if you know anything about football, that's all they do is win championship. So, on a twisted turn, buy or sell Pikeville will contend for 1A championship. I'm going to go ahead and buy. Don, what you thinking?
Yes, sir. I'm buying because they're gonna get back on the road.
T-Rock.
I'm gonna buy as well. I mean, just from seeing their schedule for sure. And again, like you said, they win. They're winners.
Yes, they are, and they got some of the best practice facilities, stuff like that, dude. It's ridiculous. I think like Nike or somebody sponsor. Like, go check those pictures out. Yeah, check those pictures out.
Okay, Texas school.
What did I? Yeah, right. What did I do to deserve this kind of treatment? PRP has to go to Trinity. First of all, I feel sorry for this. PRP needs to go ahead and there's plenty of athletes in the Pleasure Ridge Park area. Hell, get the baseball team, make them play. Do whatever you need to do. And it's all about the community coming together and getting the rock and roll with that. Hard. You're talking about 60 piece. It's going to be difficult. I mean, for real. This game may. Okay. I'm Trinity. Because I don't want to poo poo yet on them. I want to give them the opportunity. We'll see it on Monday if they're gonna be a 60 piece, 50 piece, or whatever. They going in there, new coach, another coach. No. Trinity, you remember people was ready to get rid of their coach till he started winning these championships the past 2 years. They was like, oh, he's not the guy. So things happen, things turn. T Rock, what's your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I just hope the game remains civil.
Like it. Don.
Uh, well, I mean, you already went over this is the third coach in 3 years. Like you said, I mean, the coach, it, I don't know. It seems like something's going on. What's going on in PRP in their football facilities? Because other than that, they return not one starter on offense and defense. Not a single
Everybody
starter.
quit. Everybody quit, huh?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So they got a sophomore who's taking, who's
Oh
going to take
wow.
the snaps at quarterback, and their schedule is probably one of the hardest ones in Jefferson County, no doubt. But
Ooh wee.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
let me
yeah,
read it real quick. Let me read it real
mm-hmm,
quick.
yeah. You do
PIP
that.
got Trinity, then Raceland, who has won championships.
Yes.
Franklin County,
Mm.
Scott County, Butler, Mayo, North Hardin, Manual, St. X, Leslie Christian. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
But that just leave that right there.
Yeah. Let's leave it right there. All right. Let's skip all this stuff. Trinity going for it. Trinity Pete. That's what we call it. It's called a Trinity Pete. They have won 3 times in a row, so many times. It's ridiculous. I think they're going for what, the 30th or something, something crazy. The
They have
30th
coined the phrase.
the 30th state championship. Hell, the school just came existing in the 70s. Are they doing Bishop Davis too? Bishop David, dude, 30. They going for 30. Their 30th championship, bro. In a
Mm.
short period of time, bro. That's crazy. That lets you know how dominant they have been. We call it the Trinity Pete. Don, I know you said he ain't doing it. T Rock, Trinity gonna win this third in a row. What's the deal?
You already know.
Mm. Okay, it all depends, and I say it like that is because three of the teams that felt like they could compete with them all got knocked out early anyway
True,
last year.
true.
So I am going to say at this point of this, no.
Mm,
I think they're going to be good. They play fantastic teams. Like I said, they iron sharpens iron. They play great teams.
right.
But when it's time to get into those playoffs, let's see if those same teams that can actually quote unquote compete with them stay in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't think it's too many teams that compete with them.
Now it's not too
I'm
many,
just
but there are some.
No.
now. I'm just saying. I don't. I really don't. Across the state, I really don't.
Okay.
It's one here for sure. It's
Mm-hmm.
one in a possible. One in a possible.
Mm-hmm.
One team that depends on their quarterback. If he's not throwing it, they're not going to beat them. And injuries. Let's see who get hurt. It's hard, man. Like I said, it's hard to win the state championship, and injuries. How's that going to play off? But they loaded again, but they stay loaded. I have to say it's probably about two to three teams in the state that's probably going to be really give them competition to do that. And one of them is one of who they beat. Wow, like they got a lot of people coming. I ain't gonna say a lot. They got some key players, and they played them. And you know how it is. Once you beat a team and they geared up, and they like the lucky part for Row is that they probably won't see them if they have a great successful season to the end like it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you play them early in the playoffs and you win, you might lose the next because that was your championship. We'll see. But it's not that many, and like I said, it depends on who's healthy or not. I'm gonna ride with it. I'm just, hey, why not? We got Saint X, we got Travis didn't throw no team. I like that. I'm gonna ride with Trinity. Let's see. Am I being a little maybe, maybe. All right. Rockcastle County at Jtown, Coach. First of all, I still have not seen those powder blue hats that Jtown was rocking. So I don't know if I'm going to really show you the love, Coach. I know you're a former Bulldog, Coach Ellison, but I don't know. This is big. This is big. It's hard to replace the quarterback who they had. Raymond. They played defense. It's tough. Rockcastle County. Think about the county schools. You can have all the tape you want on them. It doesn't matter because, dude, they just reload and there'll be some players you never seen and you would think that they old as hell and they come in and knock your head off.
Yep.
So you have to be tough when you play county. I'm sorry. You have to be ready to get hit on your chin, all that kind of stuff. So how are you going to play with it? How tough is Jtown? That's what I'm looking at this game. How tough it is. And they got a young roster too. Don, what's your thoughts?
I mean, one thing about you said it right there at the very end. The young roster. One thing they're gonna have to stay healthy. They go through several good, big teams and stuff, but can they stay healthy? Because depth for J Town is a concern, and another concern is their quarterback issue. Hey, can y'all get a solid quarterback to fill in from what y'all lost? So right there, hey, that's enough right there. Hey,
Right. T Rock, your mic. That's what happens when you do 1,000 shows.
Yeah, I forget to keep turning my one thing off. But anyway,
that's it.
uh, like I said, Rockcastle. I mean, when you're dealing with county schools, they really don't have anything else to do,
Not when you do a
right?
thousand show.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that you know what I'm saying.
We
They to
doing
catch the
that.
bus to the mall to go do something. You know what I'm saying? They locked in. They are locked in.
I'm gonna ask this, and this is the going joke because we know that he is like been everywhere. Have you been to Rockcastle County?
To me,
Yeah, I'm just
I've
asking.
been
Have you?
I've been through Rockcastle County. Yes.
Yeah, you've
Thank-
been through it, all right.
Hey, I got a ticket in Rockcastle. I got a speeding ticket in Rockcastle
Okay.
County.
I bet you
If
was.
if they say, man, you gotta know, you don't know nobody. The first person I'm calling is T Rock.
Yep.
Big time, big time.
I got a ticket. I got a ticket in Rockcastle County.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there she is. How you doing? Word the merch, J Town. Where's the merch? Exactly. So your when that merch ain't hit our hands, that means the show time you get is limited, big time. We're not gonna waste time on that when we know that you guys got those hats somewhere. I don't know.
So,
I knew.
somewhere.
Uh oh, we got to calm them down. Woo, the Viking Express. Valley at Easton, 7:30. Let's go. We're gonna see. Hey, boy. This is gonna be very interesting because Coach Morton, you know what I'm saying, used to be at Ballard. He is at Easton. Easton used to be really, really solid back in the day. So I like to see that get back where it needs to be. Valley, Coach Smith, the guys put up some ridiculous numbers, that kind of stuff like that. So very interested in this game to see what happens. Don, go ahead and don't blush too hard, but go ahead and talk about your team.
I mean, well, what I'm saying, I'm looking for the offense to get back on track. Like you said, Jamie Jones. Where Jamie Jones, where he was doing like part time at the quarterback position, but now he's gonna be full time back there, and he should put up some numbers. Even though they lost the boss, they did lose the boss. That's definitely a key
Did
tribute
they lose the
to
boss's
the.
brother too? Because I didn't see him on the roster.
I didn't either, so I didn't, I didn't ask and whatever else, but yes. But they are filling in with three key transfers. So you get three key transfers. You get one from Mill,
These do they got
one
their
from
names?
Ballard,
Do they got the
and
names?
I got Hawker Smith from Ballard. We got Lad from Mill. So we got those two running
Peyton.
backs right there.
Peyton
Huh?
Ladd, I think. Peyton
Peyton
Ladd.
Ladd, yeah. Peyton Ladd got Hawk Smith, and then you got Robert Oates. I think I know Oates from wide receiver from PRP that's filling in. So hopefully they can fill in and hey, keep
What?
the offense.
Who's the other?
Mhm.
Hawkinson? Where's he from? Or the first one you said?
He's from Ballard.
Ballard.
Hmm. Okay.
So I
It's
mean,
transfer portal, boy. Ain't it? It's some schools have been portaling.
yes, they have.
Yeah.
Yes, they have. So hopefully those fill-ins can replace what they lost. And, but one of the key things from Valley, they are going to have to get that defense together. So we've seen that in action. You can't let teams run
True.
over you and throw
True.
over you. So they can get that defense going. Hey, maybe they can get. You know, let's get to the playoffs. Let's
Right.
get that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, T. Rock. Before I say something, go ahead.
No. I'm just, all I'm gonna say is, I think Valley is gonna be pretty decent. I hope, truly hope that we don't have this incident. The incident, but I think we'll be fine. Check the books. No, I'm just playing.
He
Let
could.
the
Oh,
let the pa-
he could.
let the past be the past. Let the
Oh no!
past be the
It
past.
could
We walk
never
forward.
be the past, brother. I'm still waiting for a Valley shirt. Still. So you fall in that same line as everybody else. And I'm gonna say this: they gonna miss Boss Man big time, dude, and his brother. Like the dudes you replace him with, I really hope that they took the steps because a lot of these people are JV people. I played JV last year, so we're gonna see what they done. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. So good luck. And if he's rocking and rolling, that offense will put a lot of points on it. But damn, T Ron. We already started first show. First show. First
Can't
show.
just can't go on.
Yeah, I mean the first game's gonna be about what, 100 and something.
It better not. Coach Morton there better not get no.
Coach Morton about to turn
Yeah.
Eastern around. He
Yeah,
got
he is. Yeah, he is. He is. He's a hell of a coach. So he's
It,
definitely
it
gonna
won't
rock
make no
and roll.
difference.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's put it this way: the score can't be 25 to 12, and it's 1,000 yards in the game. We can't do that.
No,
WEB the
pencil whip.
boys. Holy Cross, 7 p.m. Hey man, Coach Durant against Coach Dick, two of the favorite coaches, big time. This should be a real good game. Man, you got some players that you probably haven't heard of, man, but has been balling in the preseason. So hey, man, I'm just happy because we said it all year long about the boys is all about growth. Each game, competing. Now we're at the level where we got some good players, real good players, and we're going to compete. I want to see Dickerson. Holler at me, Dickerson. Big time. Get you on the show. I want to see all this, man. Hey, what they're doing, it's building from the floor, man, and
ground up.
love it. I love it, love it, love it. Holy
Yeah.
Cross, let's say Coach Dick, hell of a coach. They got some ballers, and we got some questions that we'll get into with them. But very interested in this game. The Don.
One thing I seen about the boys, they growing. They growing slowly. You get Durant. Let's get them over 500 this year. Let's get them at that point because they got just three offensive starters coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So Dickerson, as the quarterback, started the back half of last season. Let's get him going. Go off of what he did last year, and hopefully that will propel WD boys to hey, like I said, we want them over 5,500 this year. Let's go, make some noise.
T Rock.
Oh yeah, man. You love to see the growth in WDB the boys. Last year we kept talking about Holy Cross as being just a really young team, right? Well, what I'm saying, you had a year under your belt now. You know what I mean? So let's see what that great coach. Let's see what that year does.
Right. Love it, love it. Uh, Speaking of them, Jamari Pennebaker and Hoover. hey, this may be one of the best as far as running back, quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Was young. Love to see. Peanut Baker is legit. Come on the Will Show. If anybody knows him, tell him to go ahead and inbox. Definitely want him on the show. Excitement. And then they got young talent. You know what I'm saying? Coach Smith's son is I think gonna be a sophomore who's talented. This game is gonna be real good. But I'm interested in seeing how Hoover and Penny Baker go ahead and do it this first game because that's one thing about WEB. They gonna bring it. Coach Direct got those boys. They gonna bring it. They gonna play hard, fundamentally
Yeah.
sound. So very interesting that. The Don, what you think about Penny Baker, man?
I mean, we know what Penny Baker can do. That's the thing about it. Hoover and Penny Baker, that's a combination right there. I'm just we just hoping they grow from where they was last year. I mean, we know what he can do. Can he take that next step? Can Hoover take that next step to get Holy Cross, as in, playing better and a better record to move further than what they were last year?
Right,
So
right.
only time would tell.
T Rock.
I think they will take that next step
Mm, mm,
because anytime we cover the game of theirs, we these are the two guys we always talked about,
right.
right? And that was last year as a much younger team, right? So I think they can take that next step. I think they will take that next step.
Cool, cool. All right, all right. Coach Thompson, Wagner at Western. Hey, this hey, another team that had a hard season as far as Wagner. Talking about having to change, uh, get the players to believe, be confident, things like that. So I'm very. I just want to see what that looks like. What's that translate now? What's the numbers look like? Do you got how many players do you have? Do you have enough people who's them bought in? That's ready to fight for the coach and for themselves for the name on the front and the back. All this. So I'm very interested to see how this shakes out. Will they compete? That's the whole thing. Are they going to compete? Because last year it was kind of bad for Coach Thompson. So we'll see. The Don.
Yeah, that is one. That's now Wagner's another school because as in he's trying to build something. He's trying to get guys on that field. So that's another one where you don't got a lot of players playing. So that means a lot of players that we playing both ways. So, but they had I ain't not even can't even gonna say his name, but it's one of their top wide receivers. I know he won't mess up the last name. One of the top wide receivers right there. He's he's the dramatic. So I know he plays both ways, and he's I mean this man is plays basketball. He runs. He's a state, in the 800 track. So yeah, he's the athlete out there. One of the top athletes they even say in the city. So with that, let's get him. Let's get Thompson some wins this year. Let's go, Wagner.
T Rock.
Um, Wagner will definitely go out to compete. As a matter of fact, just looking at their schedule, it's a very their schedule is very competitive. And the fact that they can compete, I feel like with most of the teams on their schedule, right? So again, coach just got to get them to buy in, man, and let them know that these you guys are winners.
Yeah. Got to get that confidence going. Got to get that confidence going. All right. DeSales at Oldham County. Hey, man. Oldham County seems like the past 2 years, like they start off fast and they fall apart. I don't know what's going on with Oldham County, but it's been kind of tough. We know the other Oldhams have been rocking and rolling, north, south, all this. They done left Oldham County behind. What is that going to look like? Are we able to score some points? We at home. We got the sales coming in town. Can we take care of business? Not so fast, my friend.
Yes. Yes.
Not so. They did lose. Mama, there goes that man, Martin.
Yes, they did.
That was my
Hmm.
guy. But Bischoff, man, he Cameron. First of all, I don't know. I know it's dual, maybe three sports. All I know is balling in basketball, balling in football. He's played quarterback. He's that guy. He's that next up. Very, very thrilled to see what's going to pop off with that. I think Kingston also is on the team still. He's going to be able to rock and roll. And I think if unless somebody poached him away, didn't they have a big 6'9" lineman? Something like that. T Rock that we saw at North Oldham, the big old lineman, the big young lineman. If
Oh
he
shoot,
still
yeah.
might be on the team. Hopefully,
Because I know one. Okay, yeah, because I think there
yeah,
was two of one because one went to Louisville.
yeah. But I ain't talking about him. I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about
I said one, but there were two of them. Yes,
yeah. For
yes,
this, the sales had one that in Louisville.
yes.
North Oldham had one that went to Louisville. But I'm saying is, Mister Cameron is he's gonna light up. He's gonna light up the scoreboard. As long as he's got some receivers to throw to, he that name, guys. He's already done solidified himself in basketball. He had a great, I think, freshman year or whatever last year. I'm looking to. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see this young man see what it's gonna do. T Rock, DeSales, Oldham County.
We had the privilege of watching DeSales last year, as you just previously mentioned. And though they, like you said, they did lose. Uh, um, there goes that man. Still, I still think they're going to be a very good and competitive team. They generally always are. I'm looking for them, looking for them to have a pretty decent season this year. Oldham County, like you said, always start off strong, but when you get to the bottom of the Oldham schools, it's just like what I'm saying. They get, I don't know, just start to wither away. Don't know why. Hopefully, coach can turn that around. Keep them competitive all season. But for some reason, though, I just feel like this is going to be a really good game because I guess because it's the first game of the season.
Yeah,
So
and then Oldham. Uh, hey,
right.
shout out to Coach Jackson, big time, been on the show, big time. Don,
Like you was stating where Mister Bischoff is all over the place. Like with you basketball, football. I think I seen him on the golf course before. I heard that he's hit a
everything.
hole in one on the ninth, the ninth hole. So it's like the man does it all. So what's he gonna do? He still got key targets out there. So I think they still gonna put that ball up in the air and
Coach
keep it
Jackson is.
moving. With that being said, though, that what they gonna do? See, they got two of their first three games are going to be away, but after that, to keep it interesting for the sales, they're gonna have five straight home games. So they're
Mm,
gonna take advantage of that,
you better.
and hey, that might do it. So we're gonna see once they get in that point, that will show you what the sales really is.
Yes, that's love. That's definitely love. Big time. All right, cool. Last but not least, Woodford County versus Fairdale. This game is also on Saturday. The DeSales game is on Saturday, also.
Sure.
So I don't want you guys to, you want to go. Wait to that. It's on Saturday. Woodford County, Fairdale. My whole thing is, uh, and I always say it, old school stuff like that. I'm gonna need Fairdale to get it together. I'm used to Fairdale competing. I'm used to them deep runs in the playoffs. I need to see that community support them. I need to see that. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? Like I said, selfish reasons. I need that to happen. And Coach Dover's been around, hell of a coach, and they was one of the schools that didn't get that field, so they should have a chip as big as uh, Valley's complex on their shoulder.
Yes.
They need to go ahead and say, hey, don't be doing us like that. Our community's going to do what we got to do. So I'm very interested to see how they bounce back. And let's get further back to how they used to be. T Rock, what's your thoughts?
No, I agree. Like I said, I was just looking at this. Who had played? That was Johnson Field. What to say? The Fort Herod Bowl.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this, what I'm saying, you feel like you got something to play for. You know what I mean? So one can hope that Fairdale come out. And I was also crazy thing is I was looking at both of their schedules too.
Hmm.
Woodford County, I think, only play 8 games.
Oh, oh,
And so I found that a little interesting. And I mean, unless I can't count, looks like they only play like
five,
am I
6, 7, 8, 9 games.
9 games. Yeah, so
Still,
they're
still.
like 1 game short. You know what I mean? So I found that a little interesting. But yeah, this hopefully they have this game. I feel like both teams have something to play for.
Cool.
Let's get, like you said, let's get Fairdale up there, man.
The Don.
Yeah, Dover's he's definitely going to have to improve from last year's season. I mean, they was 2-8. So we got to do something with that, get better. And I'm looking, you think about their schedule's good enough for them to at least be more like competitive against their opponents. I think it's kind of on the softer side, to say at least. So
Mm. Do we
they
get another
should.
one?
Mm.
What's that shirt say?
And another one.
So with that, I'm looking, but the thing they're another young team. I think Fairdale's another young team. They sophomore heavy. So eh, let's see, can they pull it out? But come on, though. Let's get Fairdale to where they once was.
Cool, cool. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, let's see. All right, all right. That's dope. Big time. Give me before we get off here tonight, and it's which team are you can't wait to see in live action? Which team you cannot wait
Hmm.
to see in live action? I already know what Don gonna say. But Don, let's start with you. Which team you cannot wait to see?
He said, "You already know what I'm going for." I mean, like I said, when I did my research and did my looking, but I'm looking for so many teams that got the combo as you got the quarterback, you got the wide receivers, you got the running backs, you got the talent. I mean, I've said it. I said who's going all the way myself, and I'm looking to see what Saint X is going to deliver. I just want them to come back from what they did from last year and recover from
Mm. That's why you got any you got some grandkids over there? What relatives at X? What's going on? X? You got any cousins over there? I mean that's a heavy.
no.
He done jumped ship from manual. Last year was heavy manual lean. Now he done
You
jumped to
know
say
what?
that. God
No,
damn.
I'm looking at the talent. I'm looking at talent all over.
Okay.
So that my talent level's high over
Okay.
there.
Okay. I
Papa
got you.
pop.
Okay.
Papa.
T Rock.
Um, you know, and I think we were talking about this last year, trying to get out to a game, but I like to see Holy Cross.
Yeah, Coach Dick and him.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to see Holy Cross in them. Dude, yeah, so that's my team.
Mm. Besides my Bulldogs, of course.
Of course.
But besides that, if I have to move them aside, I wanna see Coach Durant now in action. I'm just intrigued on this you know from nothing to starting a football team. You know what I'm saying, to having basically compete the varsity level for the first time. Besides, they was balling, they was winning the eighth grade division or what, middle school. They was taking care of business. They had talent big time.
Yeah.
Besides
Absolutely.
JCTMS and I can't think of the Westport. You know what I'm saying? Always winning it.
hmm
Yeah, they was doing this stuff. So I'm really intrigued just to see that, just to see the whole culture of that. You know what I'm saying? Big time like that. So I'm very interested. So that's the one. But what we're gonna do, guys, is let you guys know that basically on Mondays, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be recapping basically two things. We're gonna be recapping the high school and the NFL. So be a lot of quicker. It's gonna be split thing, but it's gonna be the recap show, partial with the Derby City. So we'll be doing those two things. So just get ready on that one. T Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Everybody have a fantastic weekend, and we gonna be doing our thing. So see y'all soon.
Mm-mm. Uh, it's not really too much. I'm just like, hey, we ready for high school football? Hey, your kids go out there and be safe, and let me see some sportsmanlike conduct. So let's go.
Um, Definitely. Also, in the stands, let's act like we've been there. Don't start anything. All that yelling, fighting, guns, toting, all that kind of stuff like that. Let's leave it. Let's enjoy both schools. If your school's getting knocked out, don't get mad and try to start fighting and things like that. It is what it is. Uh, like the Don said, sportsmanship not just on the field, it's in the stands. So let's get the season off well, big time, and let's get these fields done. Let's get these fields
Wait,
done. I don't know who we need to call about that.